of these people in my life acting berserk. I'm feeling all pissed off and hurt. I need to know if I am the jerk. Oh, am I the jerk? Oh.
Okay, got a lot of people here want to know if they're a jerk today. We will definitely be giving them the verdict. One person wants to know if they're a jerk for reducing their delivery tip. It says, I'm using my Walmart delivery app a lot lately, and I noticed recently that they automatically add a tip for the delivery driver, which you can adjust. They have it set at 10%, which if you order over $100 worth of groceries starts to add up. I mean, you already pay for the app and the delivery fee, and now they want driver tips. So I started putting it to 5%. But there's part of me that feels a little bad. You can also do no tip, but I feel terrible doing that.
You got to be careful when you do stuff like that, because if you have no tip on there, sometimes they'll not do your order. Your order will just be staying at the store and no one will pick it up.
Yeah, that's true.
So what about 5%? Does it mean the same?
I tell you what, if you give a bad tip, don't be surprised if you don't get your food.
So maybe it's just something where you have to say that doing the food deliveries out of my budget if that is too much for you to tip 10%.
Well, this person is going and getting it and bringing it to your house, and they depend on those tips. And so, I mean, minimum, I would say, would be $5.
I usually give 10 if it's a big, if they're out there shopping, I give 10, because at that point they usually have it, it's like $7.50 or $8, and go, what's another $2? Just make it even. I know my food's going to get there and they're not going to be pissed off, because you don't want a pissed off delivery driver, because then now you're playing the game. Are they going to bring my food or not? And sometimes they really won't.
I think she'd be cool if it was just 5 or 10. It's the fact that it's a percentage. So it goes up. So if she has more groceries, she's spending more money on tip.
Yeah, you got to watch all that. They will absolutely spike it up on you.
How does Walmart work? Does the person who's delivering it to you actually do the shopping? Because I know for Publix and Whole Foods, the person is doing the shopping for Instacart. Is Walmart the same?
I believe it's an Instacart kind of a situation.
So that person is in the store, buying your items, putting them in the cart, checking out, and then driving it to your house.
The way I look at it is you're paying someone $10 to go get your food for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess that fluctuates. I mean, she talks about if she's doing $100 worth of groceries or you order over that. So she'd be doing $10 on $100, and then obviously goes up. She gets to 200, it's $20. So, you know, for her, she's like, you know what? The $5 would be a lot better for me.
Well, you probably shouldn't be ordering from Instacart.
Yeah.
And Walmart also offers curbside pickup. You can go on there and you can pick all the items you want. A Walmart employee will get all the items for you, and then you can pick it up curbside and alleviate the uncomfortable, I don't want to tip $10.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've asked the question, are you a jerk if you're tipping 5% over 10%, getting Walmart delivery for your groceries? And 57% said no, 43% said yes, but it's pretty close. So it depends upon who you ask. Could go either way on that.
It's a service, you know. This person, if they have to shop for you and then drive to you, that is a project. I would feel terrible if I left anything less than like $8 for $100 worth of groceries.
You're throwing $5 at someone who's been shopping for you for 35 minutes. I think there's value there to give them a good tip, but that's just me.
You might just be talking about that it's not within your budget.
Yeah, and if it's not, do the curbside pickup, because that is available. I've done that quite frequently.
Now, a couple people were saying that Walmart has their own people do it. I saw them in their own area the other day, stacked up with pickup orders.
It's still going to be the same kind of system, though. I mean, you're basically cutting out a middleman, but you still have someone shopping for you.
Okay. Well, there you go. Something to consider. So not everybody thinks you're a jerk, but some do. So this person wants to know if they are a jerk for cutting their brother out of a commission. Says, my brother just became a realtor on Florida's West Coast, and my husband and I are house hunting for our first home on the East Coast. He said he couldn't represent us directly, but could refer me to somebody in his company and collect a referral commission, so I happily agreed. Well, that realtor wasn't a good fit. So I started looking for homes myself, calling listing agents, setting appointments, and touring houses alone. I even told my brother that if we found one we liked, I'd have him represent us, basically giving him the commission, even though I was doing all of the legwork, because I wanted to help him as he's just starting out. Then a local realtor reached out to us and was fantastic. She was proactive, helpful, and genuinely invested in our search. She helped us find a house that we loved. She toured it with us and then wrote the offer. And when my brother found out, he was furious. He said I screwed him over. He called me a horrible sister. He told my parents that he would never speak to me again and that he was done with me. And now this is tearing my family apart. I'm hurt. I didn't intentionally cut him out. I was just trying to find a home for my family. It feels like he expected a payday without doing much work. My husband's upset too. He thinks families shouldn't expect commission in the first place. He even came to the East Coast twice and never once offered to show us houses while he was here. I didn't know I could ask this new realtor to pay him a referral fee, especially since she's not with his company. So does this make me the jerk in all this?
I mean, you did promise him you were going to give him commission and give him the sale. And then you were wooed by another real estate person that did a great job. But that conversation still happened that you had with him where you told him you were going to give him a commission and then you didn't.
Well, and he dropped the ball, though. Like, she was not getting into a house and she needed to get into a house. And he was, even when he came here, not showing her a house. And so she's like, I got to do it on my own. So she had to be resourceful for it.
You probably should have communicated during the process with him and not let him find out after you had another real estate person you were working with. Mm-hmm. Just tell him as it's going on, look, dude, I've got somebody else I want to work with. We're not going to be doing the commission thing. But for him to find out afterwards, now he's making everybody in the family think you did him dirty.
You know, I think, when you had a problem in the first place and you weren't getting the kind of attention and the kind of time, that would be the time to step in and say, hey,
address it then.
You're not meeting my needs. So what I had communicated to you early, I'm rescinding, and I'm going to take the search on myself. And then whomever gets me a home is going to get the commission, just so you know.
If you want it, come to the East Coast. Come and work for it. Come show me places. But if he didn't, you have to take back your original offer. Because he still probably thought he was getting at least a referral fee.
One person said he literally didn't do anything and he's the one expecting money. Come on now. Come on now. So I said, is she a jerk for not giving her brother a commission? 71% of people said no, she's not. So I guess the verdict is you're not a jerk on that. Sounds like he's just kind of being a little bit whiny. But I think, again, we talked about communication.
Yes.
Overly communicate, and then you don't leave these kind of questions. And then when he gets mad then, and you'd be like, I told you that you weren't doing the right job, and the person you assigned us was not doing that job either. That would have been a time for you to step in and make sure that it happened. That didn't happen, so I got resourceful and found my own thing. And so if you get left out, whatever, and tell your parents that. Be like, if y'all want to be mad at me, that's fine, because y'all crazy.
Right.
I don't need this kind of heat. This guy wants to stand up for jerks. Because last week, we had done something on Am I the Jerk he heard he didn't like, and he wants to give us a different thought from the jerk's perspective on it. He said, so I was listening to the Am I the Jerk on the podcast from this time last week, and on Am I the Jerk, it said over 80% of people had said that this one person was a jerk because they were leaving their tray on the table at fast casual places, a Panera Bread and places of that nature.
And they've got trash cans everywhere where you can dump it. There are probably 4 in a restaurant.
He said, so hear me out, because I also leave my tray on the table, especially in a food court. And the reason is because they do not wash the tables unless they go over and pick up the tray. I am actually a saint, not a jerk. How many times have you sat down and the table was sticky AF, or there was dry ketchup blobs on the edges that gets all over your shirt, and now you're upset? See, because I left my tray on the table, I am a saint, because they had to come over to get it, and then they wiped the table down, saving your shirt from that ketchup. Okay, interesting.
You sound like a man who knows he's going to prison and you're just throwing a Hail Mary at the last round of court proceedings.
It's an interesting spin.
No, because there are times where people do pick up their trash and they put it away and people do wipe off the table. So his whole theory is flawed. He's trying to say every table does not get washed when someone brings the tray. And those are false.
It's not true.
It's just not true, Kevin.
He also has a furthermore. I am the guy that likes to leave my cart in the parking lot and not the cart corral. And it's all because I know the employees love getting outside. And if all the carts were put away and up to the store, they don't get out. Thus, they don't get any sunshine. They get vitamin D when they do. It helps their health. Thank you.
That one I'll agree more with because I've asked people who work at grocery stores and they go, we like going out and get the carts for that reason.
Yeah, I can go vape.
I can go out and vape.
Okay,
I can go take a walk. Exactly. I can make a phone call. They don't want to be stuck in the store the whole time. I've asked them. Now, I'm sure you'll get some people that go, oh, how dare they leave the carts out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, majority of people like when the carts are out there. I'm talking about the employees.
Okay.
They want to go out there and stretch them legs.
The longer you're in the parking lot, the more chances of some man coming up to you and talking to you. So if you go bring your cart back, you actually make it more dangerous for yourself.
Okay.
9 out of 10 men in a parking lot are up to no good, Kevin.
But I'm
Okay, that's
saying
what I hear.
they like going out in the parking lot to get the carts. They like doing that.
Right. And I'm saying, as a woman, I'm going to leave my cart where it is because I don't want to be in that parking lot any longer than I have to be.
People always say it's laziness. Oh, you're lazy for the whole cart thing.
Yeah.
But there might be other reasons for that.
Well, this guy gave the justification for why he does it. And from here on out, we need to refer to him as Saint Carrie. You might call him Jerk Carrie, but no, he wants to be Saint Carrie for all the work he's doing out there for you.